Hey, what's going on, guys? SpartanJones here, and today I'm doing another episode in the GamesCast. So, this episode is actually going to be about my most anticipated games for this year. Hopefully for this year, for the games that I've named. I think they're all this year, but these are just my top 5, because I know there's quite a few games that I'm still anticipated for, but these are probably the ones that I'm more excited for out of everything else. Because, you know, the exceptions, like, you know, Outlast 2 and stuff like that, you know, those exceptions, and Call of Duty, and, you know, all of those ones. But for this week, I'm asking you guys to put down below in the comment section below what games are you most anticipated for. It could be the same ones that I've said, or it could be completely different ones, because most of mine are just for like Xbox. If you guys want to put down PlayStation ones, you can do if you want to. PC ones, you can do if you want to. I don't really mind, but I might make all of that into another video for maybe next week or the week after for your guys' top anticipated games for this year. Make sure that it's for this year, then I might do one for next year as well, you know. But let's get straight into this by doing the first one, which it's probably one of my favorite all-time things to have, like an RTS on the console, which is Halo Wars 2. I had so much fun playing Halo Wars 1. I didn't really get into it at first, but as soon as I understood how to play it all and everything like that, I came master at it, yo. I came so good at it, and just playing that with friends, just having like a 2v2 type game mode between people is kind of fun, because me and my mates used to we played it, so that means 2 of us left the party and then 2 of us stayed in the party for whatever team we're on, so that means we could both plot our things together and go like together and work as a team towards making the best army that we could. Because one of my mates just went for all vultures. If people don't understand all this, just blank out and then just, I don't know, click ahead of the video somewhere. But one of my friends just made all vultures, and then another one of us went for like suicide grunts, or another one went for like ODSTs and stuff like that. It was just so fun to play like that, especially. I just playing against online people, well, maybe not online people, they're quite hard to play against, but we usually just went against the some of the hardest AIs, and it was so funny to play. It was so much fun to play, and just except for for Halo itself, I can't wait for the one that's not in a series itself, just because I feel like the campaign for the Halo series now, for the Halo 4, 5, and then 6, it's kind of gone off a little bit, but hopefully they can bring it back in the spin-off games that they're making, like Halo Wars, or like a Halo ODST, a type of game like that, or a Halo Reach, just one of those type of games, and make it more of a spin-off type things, instead of just making it into that own series. And I'm thankful that they're not doing like a Halo, like the Halo 6 this year, just because I would say they would rush it too much and it would look too much like Halo 5. But then if we get on to our second one, which is Titanfall 2. This one, oh my god, Titanfall was so much fun, but I feel like it just went a little bit dry after a bit of time. It was still fun to play. I know that me and my mates just wreck shop still now, so there's that, but I just felt like it went a little bit dry. I think that the content wasn't there fast enough, and the content that it gave us wasn't good enough. And I know that in Titanfall 2 that's coming out, it's supposed to be this holiday. It's supposed to be near like the Battlefield 1 and all that type of stuff, like Call of Duty, and it's supposed to be about there. So I'm hoping, well, I know that it's bringing out a campaign, so that'll be fun just to play, and hopefully it's like a co-op campaign instead, so that means you can just have your friends and join in, and then that type of stuff. So like it could be like a drop-in type thing where your mate just drops in like a pod and it just shoots out. That'll be fun to see. Do that, please. But Titanfall 1 was a little bit like the story wasn't there, so hopefully in Titanfall 2 the story is there still, and you kind of get grips of what actually happened to everything and stuff like that, so it kind of makes you want to play the campaign a little bit more and understand some other things. And then in the multiplayer was fun to play, but I feel like some of the weapons were a little bit underpowered in some parts, and I know that in Titanfall 2 we're going to have swords, so it's going to be Hanzo stealing it all the way through this entire game. Cannot wait for that. But yeah, let's go on to the third one, which is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. What this game, I'm glad that it brought out a beta for it, but one of the things that I'm not really looking forward to is like the lack of a multiplayer option. I would have rather have had like a multiplayer version of it, especially in like a free roam multiplayer. You just drop in on your friend, just run over to him, and then he's there, you're same points, and you do like races towards these little parts and stuff like that. Maybe not in mission wise, just free roam, just to roam the entire city as with a friend. It would be so much fun to do. But they just didn't do it. They added in like a social type playlist. I'm still going to play the hell out of it. I'm still going to do the campaign because I actually enjoyed Mirror's Edge 1. I didn't get into it like right at the start, but then as soon as I just took it a break, played some other games, then went back to it, and I actually understood what to do in the game, and actually understood the controls and everything. And then Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the beta was really good to play, especially since it actually gave you some of the missions to play and then give you like some of the backstory. But it's still one of my anticipated games for this year, just because of that. Just because it's more of a story option to all of these other games, so it's kind of a more... I'm giving a diverse type of look into my anticipated games. So the rest of them are all multiplayer games, and this one's the only one that's a single player game, as people may know or not. But if we go on to the fourth one, which is Overwatch, and I'm going to leave the last one because it's the best one ever. But Overwatch is, I don't know, it's one of these games which is like a fun thing to play. To have a 6 versus 6 in a TF2 type game on console, like a little brawler type game, it's so much fun to play. Just to have that diverse environment towards other games, especially in like the Call of Duty thing where it's more serious and it kind of added in the boost jumps. They didn't really work, but in Overwatch, having this like cartoony type style to the game, it works really well. It works really well, and I really enjoyed it. And I know that I would have put in like Battleborn into it if I made it a couple of weeks ago, but I don't really want to do that. But since this video is going out before Overwatch, I'm going to put Overwatch in it because I don't really want to put in another game and have like a speculation game. It could come out this year and could come out next year, but most of these games should all come out this year. But Overwatch is one of these games that's just fun to play. And just to play it solo is still fun. You can still wreck shop by playing solo, or if you want to play it as a team, you can wreck shop in that as well. You could team up and just all be bastards and sit in the corner and just shoot people to death, and it'll be fun to play. It's one of these games that's just people... I didn't really look at it as a game that I would play, but as soon as I played the beta, it's the same with Battleborn as well. Those two games I was like a little bit about. It's like, do I really want to play this? And then as soon as I played it, it was like, oh my god, it's the best game in the entire world. Give me more, and everything like that. But I'm hoping like with Overwatch, over some time they give us free packs and stuff like that, because as I've seen, there's no DLC to the actual game, so hopefully they have like a free content boost, because it's £50 for a game. So for like the first ever kind of Activision Blizzard game, I would say there's no real microtransactions in the game. I'm gonna jinx it now, and they're probably gonna put in microtransactions. They're gonna put in something, aren't they? But I'm hoping that they don't make us pay for new maps and everything like that. Just give us the maps free, and then cosmetic stuff you have to buy to make it good, or there's some things that you could buy which are like pure gold things for your characters and stuff like that, which you have to buy, or there's platinum or there's diamond type things for your character. But the ones that they had in the actual beta itself, they had like the entire game in it, so it was fun to play and everything was fine-tuned and everything, so I'm not worried about that. It's just some balancing issues with the game, but as soon as the game comes out, gonna be amazing to play. And now we come to the last one, which I've said before, and I don't know, I screamed like a little girl when I seen it, which was Battlefield 1. I cannot wait for that. I did wish that they would have made a Battlefield Bad Company free, with still the whole destruction and everything about it, but I'm going to guess that next year is going to be that, and then the year after that, it's maybe going to be a remaster. I'm hoping that they do a remaster for one of the Battlefields, maybe Battlefield 2, maybe Battlefield 3. They just remaster it for this next-gen consoles, because it seems like Battlefield's turning into a yearly thing, which I'm fine about, because they're all different types of Battlefields. But they kind of go through different stages. But since this Battlefield, I want to see some more gameplay. Because right now it looks a lot like the Star Wars, which Star Wars looked amazing in the game, so I'm glad about that. But I want to see some of the controls and some of like how some of the flying works and the tank works and stuff like that. I want to see this type of stuff instead of just some gameplay. You see like mustard gas, which is fine about, and then you see this LMG type thing, guy putting down his gas mask, which. Will it be an equipable thing? I'm not quite sure. Maybe every single character will just have it, so that means you've got that, or do you actually have to have something, and will mustard gas be like a constant damage thing, where you will literally die eventually from it? Like, there's no getting away from the mustard gas, you will die from it, or something like that. But, you know, Battlefield 1 is one of these games that is just... I cannot wait, and I've waited a long time for a Battlefield game like that. Like, Battlefield 4 right now, well, for 360 and PlayStation 3, wasn't good at all. It was shockingly bad. But as soon as it went to next gen, I thought it was maybe like a well-deserved port to the next gen systems. I would have liked it as like a made for that system, which they tried to do with Hardline, but it didn't really work out because Hardline was still... I kind of thought that Hardline would have been like a DLC for Battlefield 4, which they probably should have done that and just had it as like a free thing, just a free add-on type thing. But no, it didn't really work out. But yeah, Battlefield 4 has done better, but Battlefield 3 before that was so much better. Bad Company 2, the Vietnam edition, was so much better than that. It's just, goddamn, I cannot wait for Battlefield 1, just playing the hell out of that over Christmas and everything. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to put your most anticipated games in the comment section below, and I will maybe put them in the video for next week or the week after. This could be any types of games, any year as well. These are just the games for me for this year. These are, so I might do another one for overall games, the most anticipated games, and the games that I would like to see remade, or a new version of this game for next year or the year after. But hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. So peace out.